Godfrey Bloom joins us now from Hull. What did you mean by the term Bongo Bongo land, Mr. Bloom?
I mean undemocratic dictatorships across the world who accept aid with absolutely no question of an audit trail. They're the people I'm getting at, and the point I was making is very important. £1 billion a month going away in overseas aid without an audit trail, with 40% of that goes to the EU, who have signed off their accounts now for 18 years. It's a national disgrace when we're cutting back our hospitals, our police, and I've got in a very poor constituency here, I've got people waiting for cancer treatment, dialysis machines, and we're giving this money away. It's absolutely disgraceful.
Mr. Bloom, there is an important debate to be had about international aid. There are many who will agree with your views. There are others who will disagree. But that isn't the point of this today, is it? It is your use of the term Bongo Bongo land, which is a derogatory expression. It is racist language.
That may be in the opinion of Guardian newspaper, but it is not in the opinion
of the Guardian newspaper. I think the majority of people would say that that is racist language.
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They might in your Westminster bubble, your little world of Westminster, but out here in Hull and Yorkshire, where we tell it like it is, that's not. They don't feel it's racist at all. And I haven't had a single
land does not exist, Mr. Bloom, does it? It is a derogatory term.
No, so how can you possibly be getting yourself? How can you get yourself into such a state about something which doesn't even exist? There is no such country. So how can anybody be offended?
So why did you use the term then? If there's no such country, what were you trying to achieve? It is a derogatory term that implies drum-banging natives, doesn't it?
Well, I was trying to portray the view that we do not have a proper audit trail of where our money goes. And the only people that seem to be upset about the use of this expression are the media people, not ordinary people out here. But certainly,
your own party is upset about the use of the expression, Mr. Bloom, isn't it? Because you have been asked not to use it again.
My boss, Nigel Farage, has asked me not to use it again, and I promised him that I won't. And if it upsets my boss, obviously I don't want to do it, and I don't intend to use the term again. But what is good now, I've turned this into a national debate on where £1 billion worth of our money goes every month. And if I've achieved that, I think I've done my country some good.
I don't think that is what we're debating. I think we're debating the use of the term here. Your party called for the suspension of an Italian MEP after he used the same term, Bongo Bongo, in a tirade against Italy's first black minister. You called for his suspension. On those grounds, do you think you should be suspended?
No, you're quite wrong. Quite wrong. No, you're wrong, madam. You're wrong. That was a piece of personal abuse aimed at an individual. This wasn't. This was a 40-minute speech, which there was no personal connotations at all in this. Why don't you get back to the real argument of where our £1 billion a month goes? Why is it that you are incapable of debating what everybody wants debated? Where does our money go? F-16s for Pakistan. We've just seen Argentina buy 40 Mirage aircraft from Spain. That's another recipient of EU aid, our money. Why don't we all discuss what people are really wanting to discuss instead of getting hyped up on this silly nonsense? Let's talk about the real debate, please.
My apologies, but actually you are the one who used the term Bongo Bongo, and that is why this story is in the headlines today.
No, it isn't. The reason it's in the headlines is people are fed up with their money going and they don't know where it's going. £1 billion a month. That's what all morning I've been getting support, thousands of texts and emails about that, not about the use of the term at all. So you're quite wrong.
I don't believe that this would have been in the headlines if you had just had a debate about the use of international aid. It is the use of the term Bongo Bongo. Do you regret using that term?
No, because we've actually started the national debate. We've started. If you're right, we wouldn't be having a national debate, would we, on overseas aid, and now we're having it. It would be disingenuous of me to regret having said it, having got this debate going.
Was it deliberate, all about publicity then, Godfrey Bloom?
I won't use it again.
Was it deliberate? Was it all about publicity and winning votes?
No, it was five. Do you know this speech is 5 weeks old in open arena, in open forum? 5 weeks ago in Birmingham this speech was made. All of a sudden the Guardian have got their knickers in a twist about it. But I'd like to say again, let's talk about the real issues. And you should be talking about that. Sky, you have a responsibility, Sky Television, to talk about the real issues, not this sort of tabloid nonsense.
Do you regret using that term, and do you apologise to those you have offended by using that term, Mr. Bloom?
If you check your tape, you'll see you've already asked me that question. And the answer is
do you
no,
apologise to those who've caused offence?
I won't use it again.
OK, Godfrey Bloom, thank you very much.
Because to whom have I caused offence?
OK, Godfrey Bloom, thank you.